Australia now in a great position. 5 for 159. Perry new to the crease on 6. Perry winds up and goes bang over the long off boundary. And that will be 6 good ones for Elise Perry. What a fantastic shot. She's just come to the crease. She's had a horrible series so far. She's seen the opportunity. She's just gone whooshka. That's gone long. That's gone high. And that's gone straight into the crowd. What a fantastic shot by Perry. She moves now to 12. She waits for her next delivery. Comes in now, bowling to Perry. Perry, same shot, same result. That ball is gone. That is out of here. 102 metres of Elise Perry goodness there, straight over the fence. Just where the first one went, that's where that one went to. India needing 80 from 63 balls. Gone! Tell your story, walking pal. There's only one stump left in the ground. This is fantastic. She played all around that, and Cummins gets the vital wicket. Absolutely nothing doing there in the defence department for India. Roberts departs for 9. Bold Cummins. Tell your story, walking pal.
He's on fire. Fantastic performance.
Oh, what a leap. Takes a superb catch. What a win. That's done it. The whole team running over to celebrate.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all for this 50-over match between Australia and Sri Lanka. I'm Michael Slater, and with me for this exciting contest is Mel Jones.
Good evening, Slats. Great to be here. The clouds have come over and there is some rain in the area. Hopefully it will pass us by. I can see the benefits in batting or bowling first. So whichever captain wins the toss will no doubt have a tough decision to make.
Thanks, Mel. I've been looking forward to this match. It should be a cracker.
I'm Simulator Dirk. Hello and welcome to this
Over now to
episode.
the captains for the toss.
Sri Lanka won the toss. And
The
they've
visitors
chosen to
win
bowl.
the toss and will bowl first.
Hello, I'm Simulator Dirk and welcome back to this Women's World Championship T20 Classic between Australia and Sri Lanka at the WACA in Perth. Had to delete the previous championship because we had some issues. didn't want the Australians playing in a T20 playing in their test gear. As the umpires throw the Sri Lankans the kookaburra. Australia defeated by India at North Sydney Oval in their last match. I've actually downloaded all of the teams, the top rated teams that aren't Australia or indeed aren't Sri Lanka. I need to change a setting. So Healy will be on strike for the first ball of this new game in Perth, and she's immediately onto the back foot and pulling out to mid-wicket, and there's no run. And that goes down to mid-off, and again, no run. Australia batted very well against India. They only lasted 11 overs, so they'll be more keen to play a different style of game perhaps on this occasion. And down again to mid-off, and again no run. Beautiful conditions for cricket in Perth at the WACA ground. Sri Lanka come running in again. And Healy finds the gap this time.
Great timing.
And that goes all the way to the boundary for 4 runs. Hello, Mel Jones. On the back foot, right back to her stumps, and perfectly along the ground. Now comes running in again, and that's out.
Oh, great catch. Quick reactions and takes it.
And Healy fails again. She went back into aggressive mode here, but picked up the fielder perfectly. Again on the back foot, only made it as far as cover, and an easy catch there. Healy goes for 4. Australia 1 for 4. Ash Gardner will come in next. She got a beautiful. She got a beautiful 66 in the last game against India at North Sydney Oval. Let's see what happens. Mooney now on strike as the batter's crossed.
Oh,
No. A call of yes, no.
That's some good bowling.
And some good decision to go back in the end there by Mooney. A successful over for Sri Lanka. On target as well. Lots of spin.
A new bowler coming into the attack.
Lots of spin used by India in the first game. Sri Lanka opening with pace. Oh, great shot there.
Didn't need a practice shot. Smashes it for 6 straight
That's
away.
a tremendous shot there by Ash Gardner. Picking up where she left off. And over the boundary it goes for 6 runs. Australia now 1 for 10. Healy back in the pavilion already. Very short ball, very high. Well taken by the Sri Lankan keeper. That's her 1 short pitch ball for the over. And more importantly for Sri Lanka, a dot ball. Gardner now cutting out in the covers, and there's no run. So just watching the pace bowler coming on in. And a nice shot there by Gardner, but couldn't pierce the field. Steaming in now.
Waiting.
And again, no run for Gardner as she plays it out towards cover. Again, finds the fielder, but this time a little bit more square. They've got an interesting cover point situation there. They've obviously spotted that Gardner will go through that corridor. Gives herself a bit of room.
And the end of a tidy over.
And only as far as point and no run. So Mooney with an impressive strike rate. 117 not out, her highest score. She'll face the successful Powell. Good shot by Mooney. Couldn't clear the covers though. Couldn't pierce the gap there and no run. Australia 1 for 10 after 2.1 overs. Powell bowling to Mooney. They think about a run again, but get sent straight back. Calls of yes, no, and ultimately that was the right decision. 2 dot balls so far. Mooney still on strike, yet to get off the mark. That's better.
And placement.
She's found the gap on that occasion, opening her account with a nice 4 off the middle of the bat. Classic Beth Mooney cover drive there, all the way along the ground for 4 runs. The captain comes over with some words of advice. Mooney now off the mark. Australia 1 for 14. And she's found the gap again. You keep bowling them there and Mooney will hit them like that all afternoon. Almost a carbon copy of the previous delivery. Found the gap nicely. Australia trying to be a little bit more patient and seeing if they can actually last the 20 overs, unlike their all out for 191 against India. And she's gone again through the covers, but straight to the fielder on this occasion. So she couldn't do it 3 in a row in exactly the same spot. ... 4 ... so far as what we're looking at from this power over. Just giving herself a bit of room, out to point. No run to end the over. 1 for 18.
Australia, and now 1 for 18.
17 overs remaining. Gardner on 6, Mooney on 8. Healy back in the sheds for 4. And she's beaten the fielder. There's a misfield there, and they go through for 1. Now we'll bring Moody back on strike. The Sri Lankan pace bowler should love this whacker wicket. A little bit of a misfield there by Kanan. As the field changes over for the left-handed Mooney. Rastogi comes in. Bowls to Mooney. They'll go for 1. And Gardner will get through for the single. Six runs and over so far for the Australians. That's a good shot, nicely along the ground, and that goes all the way for 4 runs. Great shot here by Gardner. Just opening the face, going through cover point, And all the way along the ground. No chance of getting caught on that occasion. She's continuing in good form, but she's playing a different type of game on this occasion. Trying to see out the 20 overs. She goes again to point and no run. Australia 1 for 24 now. Gardner on 11. Comes in. Bowls! And Gardner had no idea about that one. And it's left for the keeper to clean things up. Short pitch delivery. Gardner giving herself some room. Doesn't need to run. And that one goes through point for another boundary. It was a pretty good over for Sri Lanka. That boundary certainly helping. Australia 1 for 28 now. Gardner on 15. Mooney on strike on 9. And she goes straight to mid-off and there's no run. Powell certainly up and about, 1 for 12 off her 2.1 overs so far. Getting the wicket of Healy. She can't clear the field again at mid-off, just a little bit over side, and she would have been sweet, Mooney. Powell runs in again, left arm over the wicket. A drive out to cover, and no run. Dot, dot, dot so far for the Sri Lankan. Nice square drive through the gap and all the way to the boundary on the scoreboard side. Biding her time there, Moody. Nice square drive and all the way along the ground for 4 runs. She moves to 13. Gardner on 15. Australia 1 for 32. Towards the end of the 5th over. Moody again, trying again, gets past. Oh no, this is danger. And Gardner's run out. Not even close, not a decision for the umpire to make.
Can't make it back against some great work in the field. That's out.
She certainly had to dive and then got the throw in. The keeper did the rest and Gardner didn't even have time to stretch out. And that's a good wicket for Sri Lanka. She won't even be in frame here, Gardner. And in hindsight, that's a bad call. Easy decision for the umpire to make there. Decision has been given. Gardner walking back to the pavilion, out for 15.
Now 2 for 32. The right-handed batsman coming in at number 4 for Australia.
Lanning has their first ball to face here.
Meg Lanning now coming out to bat, the Australian captain. Last ball of the 5th over. It's a forward defensive, straight back to the bowler. Successful one for Sri Lanka. Australia 2 for 32. Mooney on 13. And she'll play that to mid-off for no run. I think that was the only way they were going to get Ash Gardner out anytime soon, was to get a run out. Coming in now again. Bowling to Moody. That's the one high delivery for the over, according to the umpire. Rastogi coming in, bowling to Moody. Moody straight down the pitch to mid-off, and again no run. Certainly up and about the Sri Lankans, 2 for 32. Midway through over number 6. And she's found mid-off again, Mooney. Basically a carbon copy of the other overs, of the other balls of the over rather. Ostagi runs in, bowls, and again she's found mid-off. Perfect over so far for the Sri Lankan fast bowler. Moody's going to have to do something here to vary the shot. Oh, she gets a good edge on it. They'll run one and one only.
A nice over comes to an end.
Power play.
End of the power play. Australia 2 for 33. They won't necessarily be happy with that. But Moody's going all right on 14. Lanning new to the crease. And Mooney again will be on strike.
Australia.
Beautiful oval, the whacker.
2.
14 overs remaining. 5.50 is the run rate. Mooney on strike again. They're gonna try. Mooney's gonna have to hurry. I think she's out. I don't think the umpire was even looking. The umpire was looking, and Mooney's out. Was a good stroke.
Never looked like making it.
A risky decision and a direct hit certainly helped the cause. How the umpire knew that was out from how she was looking, I got absolutely no idea. But the bowler nowhere near the stumps. The throw comes in as they are showing a replay. Mooney out for 14. The second run out. And really she ran herself out. So two very important batters back in the pavilion because of run-outs. Gardner and Mooney. And Villani will come out now to join her captain. But a high score of 90 not out.
Villani
The right-hander
is the new batter at the non-strikers end.
So Lanning on strike for her second delivery, and she plays it and decides not to run. Probably not good for the skipper to get herself run out at this stage. Phase 2 delivery so far, yet to open her account. Down the pitch, well fielded by the bowler off her own bowling, and no run. Australia 3 for 33 now. First over after the power play. Lanning goes down the field. Risky single here. And she's well and truly safe on that occasion. Heart attack material. The Australians running between wickets at the moment.
Out there in the middle now.
And Elise Villani is out in the centre, facing her first delivery, and she'll get off the mark just wide of the fielder at a wide mid-on.
Her innings started with that shot.
And she's on the board. Lanning on one, Villani on one, 3 for 35 Australia towards the end of the 7th over. Gives herself a bit of room, and a tremendous stroke by the skipper. Deserved more than one.
Very good over.
And a
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
some spin coming on now for Sri Lanka. Bowling to Lanning. Loses sight of the ball and there's no run. The way the Australians have been running between wickets today, probably a good thing that she didn't take that run. Lanning on 2, Villani on 1. No. Is she out, Villani? Yes, she is. The terrible running continues.
Really putting the pressure on.
That one was a lot closer than Gardner's run out. The umpire in great position here. Easy decision for her to make, as Villani is barely in frame. Villani run out for 1. And Australia now in a little bit of trouble at 4 for 36. So maybe it's time for Rachel Haynes and Meg Lanning, the vice captain and the captain respectively, to settle the ship down, make sure of their running between the wickets, and steady the ship. Beautiful old scoreboard at the WACA ground.
Coming in at number 6.
Rachel Haynes now.
Yes.
No.
That was headed to the boundary.
One run there.
And good running in between wickets. The fielder was back more closer towards the boundary. Lanning now on strike. And to the point fielder on the circle and no run. Australia 4 for 37. And they're running again. Risky, direct hit. And Lanning will have to tell a story walking now.
Well, some very good fielding has created a chance out of nowhere. Great work.
And again, it's a direct hit. It's a direct hit that's really cost Lanning on that occasion. Just looking at the replay, Candace standing at the stumps. And the throw comes in from mid-off. And Lanning run out for 2.
Run out.
This is terrible running between the wickets for the Australians. But what it also is good fielding by the Sri Lankans with a couple of direct hits really helping the cause.
For 2.
Perry comes out to the crease now. Got a golden duck
Is the new batter at the non-strike
in her
position.
last appearance. Haynes now on strike. And there's no run there.
End of the 8th over.
Well, someone's going to need to turn this around. Things looking really bad now.
So
Australia,
end of the over for the Australians.
5.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the members' end.
So Perry on strike for her first delivery. Facing some pace. Well fielded off her own bowling. And no run. Perry giving herself some room out to cuts out to point and no run. Nice cut shot off the back foot there, but fielded there. Australia now 5 for 37. Giving herself some room again, picks out the point fielder again, and again no run, and safer not to run at the moment. The boundaries too have dried up for the Australians. Perry now. Nice drive off the pads, but down to a wide mid-on and no run. Being cautious with the running at the moment. 4 dots in the over. Perry again gives herself some room. Can't penetrate the circle. And good fielding there by the Sri Lankans. Perry now with a drive, just finds mid-off on the circle. And again,
Nice
no run.
and tidy in that over. No runs added.
Maiden over for the Sri Lankans. And no wickets falling for the Australians in what's probably the most important thing for them at the moment is not lose any more wickets. The runs will come, the boundaries should come. Australia 5 for 37. When you consider that in their last match they were in the high hundreds at this point, but they're almost all out as well. The Australian scorecard doesn't make for good reading, especially in the run-out department. Lanning, Villani, and also Gardner out, run out. Kander comes in, bowling to Perry. Perry just plays it down to a
super fielding
deep
Run
mid-on.
saved for sure.
Sorry, it's Rachel Haynes on strike, and she played that to mid-off, and there's no run. Haynes on strike again, playing it wide, finding cover, and again no run. They're up and about, the Sri Lankans, as they should be, with Australia in this position. Haynes on strike again, can't penetrate that cover fielder, and no run. They're certainly getting bad on ball, but they're also finding fielders, the Australians.
Yes!
Goes for the run
Not
on this
getting past that
occasion,
fielder.
and making the run and bringing Perry on to strike. The score advances by 1. Really tight bowling so far by Kander.
Wait!
And Perry drives out to cover and no run. Perry on strike.
Wait on!
Safely plays that along the ground.
Plays that along the ground. Decides not to run as the fielder was on it quite quickly.
End of the 10th
There at
over.
mid-off.
The
10
batsmen have been
overs
kept
gone.
relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
Australia are really going to have to accelerate here.
And now on 5 for 38.
5 for 38. They're really going to have to move their backsides into gear. Haynes now on strike. And that will release the
Was there to be
shackle
hit,
somewhat.
and it was pummeled.
One boundary doesn't make an innings, but beautiful square drive there by Rachel Haynes all the way along the ground, past a couple of fielders and to the point boundary. She moves to 6.
Oh my!
What a
yes,
catch.
What a catch!
Haynes unlucky on that occasion, thought she had a good shot on, but well fielded by and well caught by the Sri Lankans. Their good fielding continues, their good afternoon continues, and the Australian run of horrors continues. She really had to dive forward. That ball was at ground level, and a spectacular catch there. Rachel Haynes goes for 6. Sophie Molyneux next in. The Australians in all sorts of trouble now. They've lasted to the 10th over, but at what cost? 6 for 42. These two will have to accelerate to give themselves something to aim at, I'd think.
Bit of a task for the new batter here. She'll be trying to get this innings back on track after the steady flow of wickets in recent overs.
Molyneux now, first delivery,
Waiting!
finds cover and no run. Australia 6 for 42. Now she's...
Nice save
No,
there.
they decide not to run. Oh, that was a cluster. That was all sorts of cluster, and another wicket's gone. Calls of yes, no, yes, no. It was a good shot there by Molyneux. And then for some reason, Perry decides to run again. And not the way she would want to be run out. And she's out for another duck. Frustrated. Very, very frustrated. They're just going to have to go for it, the Australians. They've got no other option. Playing sensible cricket shots and keeping it along the ground isn't working for them. They're running between the wickets isn't working for them.
Bit of a task for the new batter here. She'll be trying to get this innings back on track after the steady flow of wickets in recent overs.
Commence now with a cameo towards the end maybe. She did it in the last game against India. She's got some extra pace on her side. Big hit all the way. That's what the Australians need.
And rightly punished.
Commence trying to release the shackles here. Australia haven't even reached their 50 yet. And she goes again, she goes high. The fielder's coming around on the boundary and that's caught.
Reacted well there, good catch.
The Sri Lankans up and about. Commences, rather that was Sophie Molyneux with the attempted rescue mission. Nice high catch taken. And Molyneux departs for 6.
Their way back to the pavilion. Caught out for 6.
And Wareham comes in. The Australians here under a great deal of pressure. Have not got many runs on the board. 8 for 48.
Task for the new batter here. She'll be trying to get this innings back on track after the steady flow of wickets in recent overs. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
So Wareham on strike now. And she goes down the ground. Is that over the rope? Yes, it is. No, it's not.
Wow, what a catch. That looked headed for 6, but the fielder has pulled off a stunning catch.
That was over the rope for all money. But right at the end there, the fielder's in fantastic position. The ball comes down right on the rope, easy as to want. The fielder didn't have to move. Wareham out for a golden duck and she's frustrated as well. The shooter comes in. She's on a hiding to nothing Megan shoot. And the Australians, this is disastrous, 9 for 48. They've lasted a little bit longer than they did in the previous game.
Bit of a task for the new batter here. She'll be trying to get this innings back on track after the steady flow of wickets in recent overs.
A bit of an understatement there, Mel Jones. She finds a gap shooter and they run one. 9 for 49.
Will settle her nerves.
The new batter is out there in the middle now.
Commence now. Now she can watch from the other end as shooters on strike. Swing and a miss. A misfire there. Commence with one at the non-striker's end. Shoot on strike. And is bowled and the Australian innings is over.
What a delivery.
All out for 49. This is disastrous. Really can't blame the number 11 for that one. Trying to go where none of her teammates had gone before. Got the top of off stump. And the Australians all out for 49. Cummins finishes with one not out.
So this innings has come to an end.
No highlights really worth watching there for the Australians. All out for 49. What a terrible day at the office for the Australian women. Running between the wickets, certainly not a feature. And the highlight screen isn't working, and for the Australians, that's probably a good thing, to be quite honest, under the circumstances. All out for 49. 50 runs needed for the Sri Lankans for victory in this game here in Perth. Terrible situation for the Australians. So many run-outs. So many wickets. Trying a different strategy, trying to be less aggressive and last their overs. They didn't last much longer than the game against India at North Sydney Oval. And the Australians with it all to do in the field. Beautiful stadium, the Wacker, home of international cricket in Western Australia for so many years. Now supplemented and somewhat replaced by Perth Stadium across the river. The Australians with it all to do in the field. 50 runs only is the target. Australia all out for 49, 11.4 overs completed. 2 wickets for a couple of the Indian bowlers, but it was mainly run-outs. The run-outs, Mooney, Gardner, Lanning, Avalani and Perry. And the highest scorers, Ash Gardner on 15, Beth Mooney on 14. 3 ducks, 1 to Perry, Wareham and Shoot. Cummins finished on 1 not out.
Not a very big total to chase, and I suspect this match could be over very soon. This could be an embarrassing result.
Understatement of the century there from Mel Jones as the Sri Lankan batters come out.
Change of bowling. The single spinner is coming on to bowl.
Molyneux is going to have to be really tight here. Nice first delivery. They'll run 1. And hopefully for the Australians, that's all they'll get. As the throw comes in from the deep.
Sri Lanka commence proceedings with a single.
Sri Lanka off the mark. They really only need to operate in singles. Only got 50 runs as their target. And the Australians all to do in the field. One good shot there. Will it make it all the way to the boundary? Yes, it will. Not what the Australians needed. Wasn't a bad ball
Gets
there.
off the mark with a 4 from the first ball. Good shot.
Molyneux now comes in, bowls, and that will a simple shot out towards square leg and no run. Very small target for the Australians. Molyneux again, beaten in flight.
Oh, not able to connect there.
And well bowled Sophie Molyneux. Molyneux again in, bowls. Sweep shot, they'll run 1 and that's all they'll get. as the throw comes in
And
from
they
the
get
deep.
a single there.
Molyneux, final delivery of the first over. Down to square leg and no run. End of the first over.
6
Sri Lanka,
runs
none for
added
6.
in that over.
And now, none for 6.
Very tight over there. Very tidy over from Molyneux. Sri Lanka, nothing for 6 in reply to Australia's 49. And the Australians really need an early breakthrough. They don't need to concede boundaries. They don't need to concede sixes. They need wickets. Megan Shute will come on to bowl now.
Change
The
of
right
bowling.
arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl
Let's see what she
from the
can do.
members end.
Pacer is coming
From the
into
members
attack.
in, Megan Shute comes in, bowls, good delivery, but pierces the gap and all the way to the boundary for 4 runs. Not happy with that opening delivery. Well played though. Through the gap and 4 runs all the way. Let's see what she can do on this occasion as she comes in again from the members in. Shute comes in, bowls, and almost an
Well, that
instant
one's a bit too
replay.
full. Played nicely.
Sri Lanka making short work of this small target. An almost identical shot to the previous one. Just like when she was batting, she's on a hiding to nothing in the bowling department, Megan Shute this afternoon or this evening. She comes in again,
Waiting.
bowls, good shot, well fielded there at square leg and no run. Shute again, comes in, bowls. A little bit fuller on that occasion. She runs over and does her own fielding on the onside and there's no run. Shute now. Good length delivery to square leg. Fielded there by Mooney and no run. Last couple of balls have been a bit better from Shute. She comes in again. Bowls, they decide to go for 1. They find the
Nicely
gap
played.
and all the way to the boundary. There was a good couple of 3 or 4 balls there from Shute, but that last one going to the rope quite easily. And the target just got that little bit smaller. And Sri Lanka, they look like they're going to cruise to an easy victory. None for 18 after 2 overs, 9 runs and over. Molyneux, she had a good over last over. Molyneux coming in, bowls.
Wait.
That goes to square leg and no run. Molyneux bowls.
Yeah, yeah.
All the way down.
Nicely
Is that
played.
going to be a catch? No, that's going to be a boundary. And there were calls of catch there. Not sure who was going to do the catching. There's nobody around in the vicinity. Nothing could be done about that. Wasn't a bad ball from Molyneux. Molyneux comes in again. Bowles, good delivery. Out to point. No run. Molyneux bowls.
Wait.
Plays it square on the onside. Forward of square and no run. Molyneux bowls. Attempted sweep shot. And they make it through easily for the single. None for 23 now, Sri Lanka, in reply to Australia's all out for 49. Molyneux now bowling out there. Thought I heard a noise. Elisa Hilly not interested in that one, goes through to the keeper. End of the third over, none for 22.
Sri Lanka.
So they're making easy work of this target. None for 22, Sri Lanka in reply to Australia's 49.
And now. None.
Shoot again from the members' end.
For 22.
Yes!
And that goes sailing over the square leg umpire's head for 4 more runs.
No stopping that. 4 runs.
A bit over pitched, on leg stump, off the pads. Let's see if she's got to change the tactics. Shoot. Comes in. Bowl. Slower
What a
ball.
delivery. Draws the edge.
Well played out to Villani at point. And no run. Maybe that's what she needs to do. Maybe pace off. Might be an idea here. Shoot. Comes in again. Bowls. And out to square leg and no run. Shoot again, Express comes in, bowling slower at the moment. Nothing could prevent that from hitting the boundary though. And another 4 runs as the already small target decreases further. Shoot, bowls. Straight down the wicket, fielded there. And no run. Last ball of the 4th over. Shoot, bowling again. Oh, not interested in an appeal there. Hits the pad. And a
That's
nice
quite a
end to
good
the over.
End of the 4th over.
So maybe some of the tactics that Shoot used in that over, some pace off, actually may have helped. But regardless, the target is just too small.
And now on. None
None for 30. Molyneux's third over.
for 30.
Molyneux comes in again. Bowles down to the fielder.
Nothing
And
the
no
batter
run.
could have done, I'd say. Great ball.
A few more like that, please, Sophie. I'm sure is what Meg Lanning, the skipper, is saying right now. Molyneux bowls and
Didn't like the look of
wide.
that one. No shot offered.
No shot offered, wide. And that just makes the target that little bit harder to defend. Nothing the batter really needed to do about that one. Molyneux comes in again, bowls, and that goes all the way down the ground. One bounce and over the rope.
One bounce, 4 runs.
Wasn't a bad ball by Molyneux by any stretch of the imagination. The batter lofted it into the air. One bounce just before the rope. And that ball will come back in a little bit worse condition. Molyneux again. Bowls and almost an instant replay of the previous shot.
Oh, what a shot. 6.
And just over the rope this time. It's like the Sri Lankans have got an important dinner or something to make. And that one just over the rope. 9 the target now. Molyneux bowling. A sweep shot to square leg. No run. The target is just that small. There's nothing really that the Australians can do. Molyneux bowling. Sweeping again to square leg and no run. Molyneux bowls straight back down.
Absolutely middled that.
And all the way. Beats the bowler, beats the fielder, and 4 more runs. Not a bad over there from Molyneux, a little bit costly. But really, when you've got such a small target, there's not much you can do. 5 to win now. 5 overs gone. Shoot runs in. Bowls. And no run off to cover. It's like she forgot she was bowling pace off with good success in the previous over. Let's see how she goes. Second last over for Shoot.
Nice shot, that one.
And that's almost game over. Straying onto the pads. Beats the field easily. The scores are level. And let's see. Possibly the last delivery. Shoot, bowls, bouncer. And that goes all the way to the boundary. And Sri Lanka win by 10 wickets. In what was a rather one-sided game. A disappointing one for the Australians. The Sri Lankans, they can celebrate.
That takes this partnership to 50.
Victorious. Thank you very much for joining us here for this match. Please take care and drive safely on your way.
Sri Lanka win by 10 wickets. The
That's
Australians.
all the cricket, for now at least. We hope to see you again soon, but for now, it's goodbye.
So the Sri Lankans have a lot more highlights than the Australians. They made short work of the easy target. I've been Simulated Erk. You've been wonderful. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.